Hey guys, it's Rachel Archelaus here, and I am creating just this impromptu class for you all about how to take your courses or your products, or create one if you don't have one yet, and make it so that it's a system for getting you income while you're not actually selling it in real time. It's called an evergreen product or an evergreen course. And what that really means is, like an evergreen tree, it's green all year long. Well, your evergreen course or evergreen product, it's selling itself all the time without you having to be there. All right. So a lot of you are familiar with having a sales page up on your website, right? So you have your website, you have maybe a little shop button or courses or classes or whatever. You click on that and then maybe it lists all your products. You click on the product and it has a sales page. That's how most people are doing things right now. But the problem is that you're only giving people one touchstone to the product. It's like me walking up to you and saying, hey, will you buy this thing? Now, that works for 1 in 100. And so 1 in 100 people will buy that product from you just from your sales page. But if you want to romance them, if you want to get to know them, if you want to educate them about why your product is the solution to their problem, if you want them to be able to relate to you, and if you want that thing to sell itself without it just being on your website, if you want them to go through a whole sequence that's selling that end thing, you're giving value first, you're educating them first, you're romancing them first, you're letting them feel comfortable with you first, and then you position the product at the end, your conversions are going to be a lot greater. And more people will end up knowing who you are, staying on your list. You're going to get a lot more value out of that lead or that person going through that sequence than if they just happen to see your sales page, because they don't necessarily even need to be on your email list for them to see your sales page. So an evergreen system is really a sequence of events that happens without you being there, and you have a much greater likelihood of somebody sticking with you or buying your product if you have that sequence. It's also something that is a complete package that you can use for all of your marketing and promotional needs. So if you have an evergreen system set up, you don't have to always be creating new things. You don't have to always be trying to get one-on-one clients. You can have that, just put everybody that you meet into that funnel. So give them some free value in there. Make that the reason why they're signing up for it. And then put that link on your business card. Put that link in your freebies. Put that link on your email signature. Have everyone you meet go through that. And then you'll be giving them so much information about what you do and how you help them that then at the end, when they see that offer from you, they'll be much more likely to buy. Now, what I just spewed for you all is kind of high level stuff for a lot of you. Some of you I know don't have an email list. You don't have a product or service done. You don't have a course that could be automated. And for an evergreen sequence, it's important that it's just a download or that it's an automated thing. Because again, this is going to run in the background. You're not really going to mess with it once you've set it up and tested it. And it's something that will continually make you money no matter what you're doing during the day. So when you go on vacation, you can look at your phone or your email and say, hey, look at that, I just made a sale. It's pretty magical once you can wrap your head around the fact that to sell doesn't mean you have to do it yourself, right? You can create something that does it in the background. You can forget about it. You can just have it go out there and be in the world and give it a life of its own. And I kind of stumbled upon this whole magical thing last summer when I set up an evergreen system to sell the beta course for my Intuitive Art Academy. And it was a $1,000 product. And all I did was I had done a class through Google Hangout where I was teaching my technique, and I had made an offer at the end. And all I did was I took that recorded class and I made a Facebook ad for it. So I just took a screenshot of my class, literally. I put some text with it. I made a Facebook ad out of it. And then people would opt into my list, get the class, and then they'd sign up for my course. Very simple, really not how, there's not a ton of romance in there, right? There's not a ton of education. It's just one webinar, one class, but it was working. And I would spend about, $100 a month on the Facebook ad, and 3 people would sign up. And then I'd spend $300 on the Facebook ad, and 5 people would sign up. And I remember being the first time this happened when I got a sale, when I was out of my office. I was not even in my state. I was in a hotel in Baltimore, and I got a notification that someone had paid in full. And I was like, holy cow, I could teach one class, have a Facebook ad, go to my class that I'd already done, right? Not working, I'm in a hotel room, and then somebody gives me $1,000 to join. And so that kept happening, and I was really floored by how effortless it was. I have a lot of free time in my business, and it's because of these systems. So imagine having to sell every single person into a class one by one. It takes a lot of time. It even takes a lot of time if you just have a sales page on your website, because again, people were seeing my class and then immediately going to the sales page. So there's some relevance there. It's so easy, and you can tell this from just your own past. You could look at a sales page and it could be exactly what you need, but if there's no context, if there's no connection with the teacher at that moment, if there's no, nothing fresh in your mind and in your heart about why that class can help you, we talk ourselves out of it so fast. So the sequence is really, it's the key to all of this, having the right pieces in place, saying the right things in your classes and your webinars and in your romance time leading up to it. Everything has to be pretty clear and in vibrational harmony with you, or it won't work. But when it does work, it's pretty magical. This year, I don't have a higher end automated sequence set up yet. I'm working on it, but I have had all year this lower end product for sale, and it happens again. I was on vacation 2 weeks ago, and I looked down at my phone and people are signing up. It doesn't take a lot of time to get people into that funnel either. So you can either pay for traffic with like a Facebook ad, or you can get free traffic by joining up in a webinar, a giveaway. There are lots of giveaways where people can opt into your list and your sequence that way. You can also have people promote you. So somebody else mails and then sends traffic to you. There's lots of ways to leverage your time to get sales from all different places. And the coolest part about that is not just that you get sales, but it's also growing your email list at the same time. So I kind of wanted to open your mind to this and say that even if what I'm talking about right now seems kind of over your head or too technical for you to figure out, it's really not that hard. It's not that difficult. You do need a couple pieces of software, but I'm working with a client right now who's getting this set up for herself. She doesn't have a website right now, doesn't have an email list, doesn't have a course yet, and has a very tight budget. And we're getting her set up for, I think, between $10 and $20 a month. And that's all in, all in with the webpage, the hosting, and the email provider. So can you afford $20 a month to make passive income? Yeah, probably you can. If not, I'm sure there's a way you can generate $20 a month to make that happen. So yeah, you know, I want to put this in your head because I want you to think that this is possible for you. I want you to open your eyes to how you can breathe in your business. So many people I talk to have no wiggle room in their schedule, no wiggle room in their day. Even if you're not totally with clients, but you have children, you have responsibilities, you volunteer, you don't have an 8-hour workday to devote to things. You know, it's kind of interesting, and I'm working on this myself. I don't have everything figured out. I'm actually in growing at the moment because I've been looking around and I'm like, I don't have enough stuff to do in my day. I'm kind of wasting part of my day. Or boy, do I have a lot of time to take classes. And just recently I've realized that that's probably not a great thing. I'm not challenging myself enough. And so I have areas to grow in as well. In business, I've learned this, you never stop growing. When you get complacent, when you aren't inspired anymore, there's no good reason for that, right? There's never any good reason to be in business for yourself and to not be happy, right? So if you feel like you want more income, you want more ease, you want more leverage, and you want to share your message with more people, then definitely consider installing an evergreen sequence for yourself. I am working with a lot of people this year in doing just that, and everybody's been starting in a different place. Like one woman already had a course, and then she created this amazingly beautiful sequence to bring people through, which included interviews from very amazing people, wonderful articles, a webinar, another video. I mean, what people are creating to support their work is beautiful and incredible, and none of it is just like slimy get it done marketing. We're elevating our work by surrounding it with the right education so that people can say, oh, that's me, I can relate to that, thank you for understanding me. You know, that's really what good marketing should do. It should connect to the heart of the person that you're most trying to connect with. Because otherwise, how do we know what's for us? I don't know about you, but before I buy anything, I check in with my heart and with my intuition. And if someone is deliberately trying to show me their heart through their marketing, I am much more likely to buy from them. So if you want some help in this, if you want to figure out if you're ready for an evergreen system, or if you want to know what pieces you need to create in order to get this going for yourself, I'm happy to offer some sessions right now to help you with that. So there's no obligation, though at the end I will, if you are in a position where you could use some help, I will let you know how I can help you. But I'd be so happy to fill in the blanks for you and to get you going in this direction, because I know how powerful it can be. And if I wouldn't want my entire business to be evergreen, because I really love interacting with people one-on-one. But could you imagine if you had all your income coming from an evergreen system and all you had to do was just ensure that people were going into that opt-in? Like, can you imagine if you were just getting your full-time income just from a couple hours a month? I mean, that would be pretty incredible. So don't think that this is beyond you. Don't think that you cannot accomplish this because you don't know technical stuff. I have worked with the least technical people in the world, and we've gotten this done for them. So just look for the calendar link that's on this, or look for the opt-in or how to apply. I haven't figured that part out yet. I'm just teaching right now. So it'll be around this page somewhere, maybe in the description of the video. And check in with me, and I'll help you figure out exactly what you need in order to get your evergreen system up. And if you have any questions about it, or you need me to explain what some things are, I'm really happy to do that too. So I really look forward to speaking with you again, because I do love connecting with you. This is a great excuse to talk to some real people and not just stare at my computer. So do give me a call or fill out the questions that I have for you, and we will touch base and get you headed in the right direction. So thanks so much for watching this, and do let me know if I can be of more service to you. Lots of love. Bye-bye.